Okay, guys, welcome to class. We'll get started. Okay, so we'll get started with our warm up. Great. Okay, so we're just going to be picking the knees up in the front. And again, just kind of getting things moving. So if you need to move it a little bit, work a little bit slower or smaller movements, you can do. Keeping the knees maybe a little bit wide, just to open out the hips slightly. Good. And then again, just drawing the arms down as you lift that knee. So well done, guys. Good. And again, it's just pulling the arm down. And then we'll bring it down just into our wide squat. So the toes are turned out slightly. We're just going to drop down through the center. Again, still sitting the hips back. And then again, just with the arms, we're just going to do a reach through, pull down, reach through. So again, if you need to make the movement a little bit smaller, you can do. But again, trying to get those hips back and down. And just a nice reach up. Getting things a bit warmer now. So great. Okay, good. And then we're just going to do a little reach across. So we're just rotating the body, stretching out through the arm. Getting that movement through the upper back. Again, that little rotation round. And then we're going to make it a little bit smaller, or a bit more of a dynamic move here. So taking clasping the hands in the front, and we're just going to do our rotation. So this is where we keep the eyes forward this time, and rotate the body underneath, and just moving through from the hips. Arms out straight in front. Great, and then we just go back into our knee lifts. So again, maybe just that little bit quicker, a little slightly bigger movement now. Drawing the arms down, just to that opposite knee as you come through. That's it, good, well done. And again, back into our little reach across. So just again, nice big stretch out. Little rotation, and then bringing the hands in the front. So again, clasping the hands, keeping the eyes forward, and just rotating through. Think about lifting up nice and tall through the top of the head. Fab, and then taking the feet wide, and we're just going to do our wide squat. So dropping down, reaching up, pull down. That's it. And again, just working into the back, keeping the elbows behind you as you pull down through. Good, okay. And then rest up there. So we're just going to do a lunge position stretch. So that's where we take the foot back. We're going to drop the knee down, lift, and then come back in. And then switch sides. So we drop down. And again, just take that lunge as low as you can go. Nice big step back. A nice slow movement, guys. We want to focus on each part, the little tuck, the drop down, the lift, and in. And again. So we're just focusing on keeping hips nice and level as we step back, body nice and upright. And we just want to feel that stretch out through that hip, down through the front of the thigh as we drop down. Again, you don't have to go as low. So if you need to just stay a little bit lifted, we'll do one more time each way. Again, dropping down. And then the last one there, great. And then just from here, just a little hamstring stretch. So we're gonna, again, alternate the sides. So we're just taking the foot out in front, sit the hips back and push out through the tailbone. And you want to feel a nice stretch going on down through the back of the legs. Maybe down into the calf if you bring that toe up towards you. And we're just going to keep it moving. And then rest there. Last little stretch, just taking the legs wide. We're just going to do our lunge side to side. Again, keeping the hips back. If you want to now take it a little bit lower, you can do. So again, just that big reach across. Again, trying to keep the chest lifted so you're not rounding forwards. And again, just keep it a little bit higher if you need to. Again, just that nice open out into the hips and stretching through. Okay, one more. And release off, fab. Okay, just from here, we're gonna grab our bands now. Just for a little bit of glute work before we start. So again, if you've got your band, your loop band, or again, a long one if you just tie it, it's about 30 centimeters long. And we're just gonna pop it up onto just above the knees. If when you're doing the exercises, you feel you can need a little bit extra work, or if you've got particularly stretchy band, you can bring that then below the knees as well. Okay, so we're going to start off with a squat and hold, 20 seconds. We then move into just little side steps, okay? We then have a 20-second recovery and just the 3 sets through. So just those 2 moves. Okay, so we're starting in 10. So again, with a squat and hold, if you want to, again, use something as a guide behind you. So we're going to drop down into the squat. So you're going to hold just into that squat there. So you've got the pressure out onto the band, not letting the knees come in. Again, if you need to keep it a little bit higher, you can do. But again, sometimes it's good to have that little guide behind you. Great. And then release that off. And just the side steps out. Again, keep a little knee bend. And as you're stepping, the hips are not moving. Okay, so we're not kind of coming up into a bounce. We're keeping it nice and low, knees are bent, really pushing out on the band. Great, okay, have a little recovery there, just so that each move we can kind of get really good form. So again, with your squat, it can help if you have something behind you, just to hold you in that position. So rather than the knees coming forwards. And if you need to, you can move the band to below the knee. Okay, so sitting back into it. And again, you want to keep that chest high. So the hips are sitting back, pressing back in. Again, if with a hold it's a little bit too much, just go with a basic squat position. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, so again, hopefully, those muscles are really under tension. You don't want any overload into the lower back. And again, keeping the knees bent, hips stay nice and level. You're really pushing out on the band. That's so great. Okay. So again, little recovery there. Just one more set through. And our glutes be ready, ready to work. Okay, so with that, with the hold, remember keeping the weight back into the heels as well. Okay, so again, use your guide if you need to. We're going to sit back. So you want to get down into position. Again, maybe knees and hips in line. Again, sitting back into it. So you're really loading up into the glutes. Drawing the belly button in a little bit. So last couple there, should be feeling that now. Great. And then come back up. And then again, just our side taps. So again, these ones are quite quick, quite a nice dynamic move. And again, it's the legs that are pushing out. Fab. Ooh, okay. So it should be a little bit warmer now. Good. Okay, so put the band off. We'll start with our routine. So we've just got a set of 5 moves. She says over here. It's just a set of 5 moves. And again, using the weights. Okay, sorry, still beeping. Okay, so we've got a set of 5 moves. We will be doing the last 2 of the moves. We've got a squat position, we've got lunge, and then we've got a couple with the mat on the floor. So if you want to kind of get your space set, you can do just 30 seconds on each move. And again, we'll just get a recovery. We do a set through, and we will get a little recovery at the end there. Okay, right. Okay, so again, all moves can be used with body weight, so you don't have to add in the weights. Again, just see how you go. Okay, so our first move is just a basic squat. So we've got the weights either down by the sides, so you can drop through your squat there, or you can just hold one through the center. Okay, so we're dropping down, driving up. So drop through and drive up. So again, if you just want to work with one weight, you can just hold that weight through the center. Again, just depends on what weights you've got there. That's it, good, good. Just keep that going. We then go into a lunge position, stepping back. Again, you can either go with one weight, the two weights to the sides. So we're staying with that same leg. Okay, if you want to take it up and add in a push, as you step back, we're taking the weight overhead. So we're pushing through as you step back. Or again, just keeping the weights down by the sides, or even just one weight. So if you've got one weight, you can just hold it on the side of the leg in the front. Okay, switch to the other side. So again, pushing back, use the other arm to stabilize and balance. And again, make sure you get a nice, good, strong lunge position. So as you're stepping back, taking that weight overhead. We then move down onto the floor. That's it, into a plank position, guys. So hands are down, out into the plank, drop through, and then we're adding in a twist through here. So again, if you need to, bring that to an incline, or again, you can even bring that to elbows. Okay, so you can even work through here. Again, just find a positioning that you can maintain and hold. Great, guys. We then go over onto your back with one of your weights. So with one of your weights, and we're doing an overhead pullover. So weight goes overhead. If you want to make it harder, bring the legs up. And then harder still, one leg will go down at the same time as the weight. So you've just got that movement through there. Again, harder still, you can take both down at the same time. Okay, great. So have your recovery just there. Just grab my mat out as well. Okay, and then we start from the top. So the top was those squats. So again, weights down by the sides or holding in the front. Okay, we've just got 5 seconds to start. So remember, shoulders back and down, the weights drop down through, right down through the sides. So as you're dropping the weights down, if they're by the sides, you're keeping them back so that they are in line with your ankles. So as you drop through, okay, it's a narrow squat, and then push through. Well done, guys. And again, going as low as you can, but keeping good form. Making sure it's the legs doing the work. Again, use your guide if you need to. Fab. Just the one weight, and we move into those lunges. So again, we're stepping back. It's the same arm as leg. Okay, so again, we're pushing through as we step back. Again, dropping the knee down towards the floor. Keep it a little bit higher if you need to. Well done. Keep working through. Again, just keeping weights down. Okay, switch sides. So again, pushing through. Again, that nice big step back. Keeping the body upright, guys. Again, if you need to, you can also break the move down. So you could add in a shoulder press at the end. So if you just wanted to stay there with your lunge. Great, we're down into the plank position. And again, keep one weight nearby. So hands are down, hips are down, tuck and tighten. And then add in that rotation through. So knee comes over to opposite elbow. So it's a definite rotation. That's it, well done. Good, good. Keep it working, guys. Lovely. Over onto your back. Okay, so the abs are engaged. So you tighten and flatten, taking the weight overhead. So this is your basic move. And again, if that's enough, if you're getting the work, that's fine. You can bring the legs up and drop down. You can drop one leg down, alternating. You can even drop two legs as the weight goes overhead. Okay, great. Again, have a little recovery. Grab a quick drink, and then we'll go through set number 3. So we should definitely squeeze in. We're definitely 4. We may just squeeze in a 5th as well. That's the extra one. That's for everyone that's on holiday. We have to do an extra set. Okay, so again, into your squat position. So weights down by the sides. And again, we're just dropping through, driving up. So again, with your squats, if you actually, you can also use your band. So if you need to pop the weights down, you could work just with a body weight squat and a band. So that can work as well. Again, dropping through, sitting the hips back, little tighten with the abs. And then we go into our lunge position. So again, remember your variations. So you can just come do your press at the end. So there's the lunge, there's the push. Remember, you can have just one weight down by the sides and just hold through there, or holding just both weights, or as always, just body weight. So again, there's a lot working through these with a big lunge movement, and then the extra instability of the weight overhead. That's it. Well done, guys. So again, find your variation that works for you. Keep good form. Well done. Okay, into our plank. So hands down. Again, bring it to elbows if you need to. Even just an all fours move, guys. So even here can work. And just taking that leg out behind you. Again, it just depends on what you feel working. If anything starts to overload or compensate, especially lower backs. Great. Down onto your back with the pullover. Again, just your basic variation. Legs are lifted. As long as whatever position you're using, your lower back is anchored to the floor. So as the weight goes overhead, you're not getting an arch. If the variation you're using is giving you that arch, bring it back one, just so that you can focus on using the abs and holding in. Great. Okay, set 3 done. Definitely getting a bit warmer now. Okay, so this is set 4. We will squeeze in the last 2 sets. Okay, so make the most of your recovery. Okay, we'll be starting in 5. Again, weights down by the sides, into your squat position. Okay, so we're into the last 2 sets now, guys. So you want to think about keeping really good technique now. As things maybe start to tire a little bit. Keeping that little tension or little awareness into the abs and the belly button. Holding, pushing you up, holding you up in. That's it. And again, the weights are going around the outside, down towards the ankles. Don't let them come forwards. Great. Then into our lunge position. So again, stepping back, pushing overhead. That's it. Fab, guys. Good, good. Keep working. So again, things should be feeling nice and strong now. Maybe that little extra concentration. Use a variation if you need to. Great. And then switch. So again, we're dropping that knee down towards the floor. Press the weight above the head. Keep nice and strong. Again, body upright. Lovely, well done. Into our plank position. So remember, elbows, use an incline. You can use all fours position. Get that rotation as well, guys. So let the hip come round and almost drop through. So you really want this to work into those obliques and lower abs. Great. Okay, weight overhead. Again, choosing a position that you can maintain those abs, holding and working. So again, if you can, take both feet, a little tap down, but your back must not lift off the floor. Just alternate, go with one. Great. Whew, well done, guys. Okay, 5th set through. And we'll also be able to squeeze in some extra abs at the end. So 5th and final set. So we're gonna make this a nice tough one just to finish off. So again, 10 seconds to start with your squats. Okay, we're gonna add in just a little pause at the bottom of our squat. So we drop down, little pause, and then drive up. A definite pause, and then you should feel those muscles having to fire up to push you back up after that pause and drive through. Well done, guys. Keeping those weights down by the sides, driving them down towards the ankles. And again, drive through. Well done, guys. Into our lunge now. So again, we're stepping back and tapping in. If you want to get a little bit of extra balance, bring that knee in as you come to the top. So that supporting leg, you squeeze into the glute and then hold through there. So again, nice balance challenge. Well done. You're good? Okay, switching to the other side. So again, drop through and drive up. That leg that you're standing on, you want to squeeze into the glute. You can lift the knee. Again, modify with the weights if you need to. Lovely. Down into our plank. So again, drop the hips. We're tapping in, rotate round. And now slow it down. Slow this move right down. 5th and final set, guys. Lovely. And then weights overhead. So again, just choosing a variation. Keep those abs engaged, so hips tucked and tightened. And again, maybe just try a slightly harder variation. So even if you want to just bring the legs, hold them lifted, try with one going down. As long as your back can hold, just want to push through a little bit. Lovely. Okay. Oh, got surprisingly warm on that one. Okay, considering it's not that warm outside. Okay, guys, so we've got a little bit of time just to work with some abs. So we're going to stick with the same timing. So we've got 30 seconds. Okay, so if we come down onto the mat. Okay, great. Okay, guys, so let's say 4 moves. We're going to start with our horse stance. Oh, I need to move the camera. So that's where we're down onto all fours. So just here, holding it there. So our horse stance, we're going to work in just our neutral position. So horse stance is where we take one arm, one leg out. We're then going to bring in, tap to your knee, and then press away. But this one, we're not rounding. Okay, guys? So you keep everything nice and level. So we do 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other. We then over onto your back, and we've got just a twist move and a sit-up move. As I say, 30 seconds. Okay, so with that first side, so we're coming in and then reaching away. Coming in. So slow time, guys, slow time. Keeping everything engaged. Think about your chest muscles, holding and stabilizing the upper body. So we're not sinking. And again, we're coming in, touch that knee, press it away. Remember, the leg doesn't have to go too high. Okay, straight into the other side. So again, taking it away, tapping in. As you take the arm away, turn your thumb up towards the ceiling and take the arm slightly further, sort of slightly out, maybe 45 degrees, rather than straight ahead. Just activates into those back muscles. Remember that little tap? That's it, really slow, guys. Stretch away, tap in. Lovely, well done. Okay, so over onto your back. We've got, again, 2 variations. So we're here, we've got the knees bent, and we've just got this twist through here, legs bent, taking it harder. The legs are straighter, but you'll be going, again, about 45 degrees. I want you to get a little pause. So again, whichever position, pause, then draw back in. Okay, so again. Lovely, place the feet back down, and just a basic crunch move. So again, we're tucking in, release, tucking in, and then back down. But what I want you to do is not fully relax down to the floor. We keep a little bit of tension in those abs. So again, as you go down, work with the abs. So again, crunch in, slow release down. That's it, well done. Okay, again, just a little recovery. We come back over onto all fours. Okay, great. So again, another set through. So again, if on all fours, you need, if you need to just rest the wrists off, you can either bring it to the sofa, you can come down onto the elbows, obviously just do the lower leg, the leg parts. Okay, so arm out, thumb up, 45 degrees, come in and tap, then slow away. So in and tap, slow away. So in your head, you want it to be about 3 seconds. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that kind of speed. You maybe want to get a little bit of a shake going on as everything fires up. Great. And then switch to the other side. So again, starting position, 1, 2, 3, and then away. But again, remember, you're not rounding your back. You're keeping the back in its neutral position. Okay, so that's again where you're drawing the belly button through. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Lovely. Over onto your back, and then we've got the Russian twist move. So legs bent or straight. Again, we're taking the legs over, back to center, and then over. So again, if the legs are straight, you may not get them all the way down to the floor. Again, keeping them bent, you can most probably then get them over to the floor without the shoulders coming off. So you want to keep your upper body anchored down to the floor. And then we've just got our sit-up curls here. So again, crunching in, release back. So good, strong crunch in, slow release back. And again, you'll just keep your chin tucked slightly. So you're just looking maybe just out past the knees. That's it. Well done, guys. Good, good. Nice and strong. Fab. Okay, so hug the knees into the chest. Just holding it there. So just a little recovery. Little stretch out. And if you feel like adding any more sets in, you can do. Okay, just from here, we're just going to take the legs down. One leg bent, one leg straight. So you've got one leg, just bring it in towards the leg that's on the floor. And then from here, we're just going to do a little stretch over. So again, nice and relaxed to start with. Just let the weight of the leg take you over. You can then use the hand on that bent knee and just increase the stretch slightly. So again, anywhere down through, so lower back, glute, into the upper back, feeling it on that shoulder. You want to keep the arm down, just a little bit of pressure through there. And again, you're just drawing that leg across. Great, slowly back to center and just switch sides. So again, bring the foot in and drop it across. So again, just let the weight of the leg come through, keeping your arm down and out to the side. And then just use the hand on the knee, a little bit of pressure. Again, you don't have to, just increases the stretch slightly if that feels comfortable. And again, you're just gently increasing that stretch so as the body relaxes into it. Good, good. And then again, back to center. Just another little hug in, just to centralize. That's it. Oh. Okay, guys, well done. Thanks for coming in today. And as I say, if you want to do a little bit extra on the end there, or you've got a bit of time for stretches, then go ahead. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.